what time to it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Shabbat Shalom, Jim Socks. Another Jim Socks said another mass shooting shooting that took place in Georgia. Yeah, I heard about that. You hear about that shooting in Georgia at the school? Mass shooting, y'all. You ain't hear about it? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I heard about it, bro. Hey, I'm gonna talk a little bit about that too, and I'm gonna tell you the reason and show you the reason why all these shootings going on. I advise you to get a better internet connection. You can constantly getting cut off. Okay. Shabbat Shalom, Tonio Ben Yasharel. Shabbat Shalom, Harpo Polo. Okay. Yeah. I got a jetpack today. So I got it hooked up to a jetpack just in case the internet go down. That jetpack will take over. Shabbat Shalom, Elijah Ben Israel. I got a good question on my ask today too. Let me see if anybody can answer. Elijah Ben, did you get my text? No, my phone off, brother. I don't cut my phone on the Sabbath, so I don't know if I got it or not. Did you text me today? Cause I don't have a phone on. I don't cut no phone on the Sabbath. Last week. I don't know if I did or not, Hebrew. I didn't probably check it. But text me after the Sabbath and let me know what you said. Yeah, just text me again, and then I will get together. Shabbat. You have bad internet. That's why you always get off. Midwest need to upgrade your internet. How you do that? Upgrade the internet.
Just get rid of the internet we have and get something else. Like,
Oh, okay.
That's what you need.
Okay, I hear you, brother Jim Sock. My number 618-203-4182. That's 618-203-4182. Shabbat shalom, y'all only. Pray to Maria. Yep, praise him. That's the most high Yah. I am Yashan. No, I think I'm gonna ask 2 questions. Yeah, I just thought so. Shabbat shalom, Miss Rob, one love, praise the mighty Yah, sister. Shabbat shalom, Choco. Jim said you might be the one making it with it. So you might be the one making it with it, huh? Ain't no such thing as Messianic in the eyes of Yahweh. That's made up. Ain't no such thing as Christianity in the eyes of Yah. That's made up. Ain't no such thing as JC. That's been made up. Oh, missing out. Okay. Yeah. Well, it ain't never too late long as you're breathing. It's too late when you ain't breathing no more. Oh, mess with me. Okay.
Praise Yahweh Elohim, man, for his mercy endure forever, you understand? It's all about seeking his face, you dig? So I'm seeking his face, you dig? Listen, yeah. I won't be envious against the wicked because I serve Yah. You can boast about your money while I boast about my Yah. Elohim is king, I'm forever bow down at his goodness and precious the truth and tell me why my people run the curses. My people praying to the same God of their enemy. Just cause we don't hang on trees don't mean that they a friend of me. Walking in integrity, praying to my heavenly. If you wanna make it to the land, I got the recipe. Keep all the laws of Yahweh Elohim. If you ain't about this righteousness, you can ride with my team. I'm a law reading, making the difference between the clean and the unclean. Yeah, I gotta do my thing. I can't handle fools around me. Now Tyler told me that fools will get you killed. Ariel told me that must control your spirit. Israel told me that serve no other gods. Elisha told me that. Your soul and your heart, seek his righteous word and his laws. He will surely hear you when you call.
That's all. Hit play again. Let's see. Hit play.
Praise Yahweh Elohim, man, for his mercy endure forever, you understand? It's all about seeking his face, you dig? So I'm seeking his face, you dig? Listen, yeah. I won't be envious against the wicked because I serve Yah. You can boast about your money while I boast about my Yah. Elohim is king, I'm forever bow down at his goodness and precious the truth and tell me why my people run the curses. My people praying to the same God of their enemy. Just cause we don't hang on trees don't mean that they a friend of me. Walking in integrity, praying to my heavenly. If you wanna make it to the land, I got the recipe. Keep all the laws of Yahweh Elohim. If you ain't about this righteousness, you can ride with my team. I'm a law reading, making the difference between the clean and the unclean. Yeah, I gotta do my thing. I can't handle fools around me. Now Tyler told me that fools will get you killed. Ariel told me that must control your spirit. Israel told me that serve no other gods. Elisha told me that. Your soul and your heart, seek his righteous word and his laws. He will surely hear you when you call.
Gonna stop it. That's it. Yeah. So, shalom, brothers and sisters all over the world. I'm Yahudah ben Israel. I'm a Hebrew servant of the Most High Yah. And I want to give all glory, honor, praise, and worship to Yahweh by saying hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Praise the mighty Yah. Now today's topic, one day everybody on this earth gonna know Yahweh. Right now today, everybody don't know Yahweh, but they know JC, they know the Muslim God, they know the Chinese God, they know everybody God but their own. Well, I mean the Hebrew people. But the world gonna know one day I Elohim. Now, I got a question. Name me anything that the white man taught us that was right. Can anybody name anything that the white man taught us that was right? I only came up with two things. Can anybody tell me? Shabbat Shalom, J. Freezy, Shabbat Shalom, Jules Glad. Can anybody name me anything that the white man taught us that was right? And then I'm going to get on down through this book. Okay, Jewel Gladys say nope. I only came up with 2 things. Anybody else? Can anybody answer my question? Name me anything that the white man told us that was right. Segregation. Anybody else got an answer? Well, the only thing I could think of is math and spelling. And the math came from the Arabs. They learned that from the Arabs. But I'm talking about us being in the United States. They taught us math and spelling. Everything else was a lie and it was wrong. They taught you Christianity. That was wrong. They taught you to celebrate pagan holidays. That was wrong. They taught you to believe in the New Testament. That was wrong. They taught you to go to church. That was wrong. They taught you baptism and to wear a cross and eat pork chops and ham hocks. All that was wrong. They taught you to believe in this, believe in that. That's wrong. You're supposed to know. You don't believe nothing, you're supposed to know. So everything that they taught us was a lie, just about. There's only 2 things that I could think of. That was math and spelling. That was right. So now, look up the word no. And going to church, that was wrong. Believing Sunday is the Sabbath, that was wrong. The word no.
No, to be sure of or have the facts about.
To have the facts. You're supposed to know. Know is to have facts. You got to have facts, proof, and evidence. Read.
To be aware of.
To be aware of.
Realize.
To realize.
To have in one's mind or memory. To be acquainted with. To recognize. To be able to tell the difference in.
To be able to tell the difference, meaning facts, the truth. That's the know. Now, we finna read about Yahweh today, that one day everybody on this earth gonna know him. Everybody that don't know him right now. Okay, let's go to Psalms 100. Start the first verse.
Psalms chapter 100, verse 1.
Hold on, let me get it. It's cold-blooded right here. Start the first verse.
Make a joyful noise unto Yahweh.
It say make a joyful noise unto Yahweh. When you go to church, and who they making a joyful noise to? All these churches on this earth is a lie because they making a joyful noise unto that JC, which don't exist. Read.
All ye lands.
It say all the land. Everybody on this land supposed to be praising Yah. If you live on the land, he talking to you. Now, if you stay somewhere else, he ain't talking to you. But if you live on land, all land is supposed to be praising Yah. Read.
Serve Yahweh with gladness.
You're supposed to be happy to serve Yahweh with gladness. I mean, obey his laws, statute, commandment, precept, and judgment.
Come before his presence with singing.
With singing and praising mighty Yah.
Know ye that Yahweh, he is Elohim.
You're supposed to know that he is God. Don't believe, don't think, don't guess, none of that. Know that Yahweh is the only God. Read.
It is he that have made us.
Who did JC make you? Did the Muslim God make you? Yahweh made you. So you're supposed to know that. You ain't supposed to think the Almighty Yahweh made us and we didn't make ourselves. Read.
And now we ourselves.
We didn't make us ourselves. Yahweh made us and ourselves. Read. That's what we know. We don't think or believe. We know. Read.
We are his people.
We are Yahweh people. The nappy-headed Hebrew Israelites is his people. Read.
And the sheep of his pasture.
We are the sheep of his pasture, not nobody else. He didn't choose nobody but us.
Enter into his gates with thanksgiving,
And when you enter to Yahweh gates with thanksgiving,
and into his courts with praise,
praise the mighty Yah.
Be thankful unto him.
Be thankful to Yahweh. He the one woke you up this morning. He the one protecting you last night from your house not burning up. He the one that kept you from getting murdered and killed. Be thankful of Yahweh. Thank the Most High Yahweh every time he wake you up and put you to sleep and wake you back up. Be thankful of Yahweh.
And bless his name.
And bless his name and not nobody else in the New Testament, the Quran, and all these other books. You bless Yahweh's name only because he the only one did something. Ain't nobody else did nothing.
For Yahweh is good.
He is good. He allowed you to see another day. He put food on your table, drinking this water, you breathing this air. He is good.
His mercy is everlasting.
His mercy is everlasting. The wicked might live a long time. That's what make his mercy for everlasting. Because the wicked might live a long time.
And his truth endured to all generations.
And his truth endured to all generations. Now, what is the truth? The law is the truth. The commandments is the truth. Obedience is the truth. That's what the truth is. Obeying the mighty Yah. Okay, let's go to Psalm 135. Start the first verse.
Psalms chapter 135, verse 1. Praise ye Yahweh.
All through this book, we're going to praise Yahweh and not JC and not nobody else.
Praise ye the name of Yahweh.
We're going to praise the name of Yahweh just like them Christians praise the name of JC in them churches. We're going to praise the name of Yah. We're going to do the opposite because they is the ops. Read.
Praise him, O ye servants of Yahweh.
All the servants of Yahweh going to praise Yahweh. They ain't going to praise no other God or no other man. They're going to praise Yahweh, the real servants.
Ye that stand in the house of Yahweh, in the courts of the house of our Elohim, praise Yahweh, for Yahweh is good.
He is good.
Sing praise unto his name, for it is pleasant.
That's right.
For Yahweh have chosen Jacob unto himself.
Yahweh chose us. He didn't choose the Chinese, the Puerto Rican, the Mexican, the white folks, the Indians, and the Ethiopian. He chose Israel.
And Israel for his peculiar treasure.
We are the people that everybody got to come to see. We are the people. We are the apple of Yahweh's eye. We are the people, y'all. Read.
For I know that Yahweh is great.
I know. I don't think. I don't believe. I know that Yahweh is great.
And that our Yahweh is above all gods.
I know Yahweh is above every God in this world and out of this world. I know. I don't think. I don't believe. I know.
Whatsoever.
That's all I needed. Yeah. Let me see. Go to Isaiah. Shabbat shalom, Mark Anthony. Let's see. I think I want Isaiah. Let me see. Isaiah 19 and 21.
Isaiah chapter 19, verse 21. And Yahweh shall be known to Egypt and the Egyptians.
Even the Egyptians gonna know Yahweh. The Egyptians. Read.
And the Egyptians shall know Yahweh in that day.
They all gonna know Yahweh. The heathen and all of them.
And shall do sacrifice and oblation.
And they gonna do it to our God.
Yea, they shall vow a vow unto Yahweh and perform it.
And perform it. That's right. Now go to Isaiah 37. 37. 37 and 20.
Isaiah chapter 37, verse 20. Now therefore, O Yahweh our Elohim, save us from his hand, that all the kingdoms of the earth may know that thou art Yahweh, even thou only.
Everybody on this earth one day gonna know ain't nobody but Yahweh made it rain or knock heads off and do it all. He create good and evil. Now read that again.
Now know therefore, O Yahweh our Elohim, Save us from his hand,
Save us from the Gentile hand,
that all the kingdoms of the earth may know that thou art Yahweh, even thou only.
all the kingdoms on the earth gonna know that Yahweh is only. He only Yahweh and nobody else by himself. Okay, let's go to Isaiah 43. Get this corn together. 43 and 1.
Isaiah chapter 43, verse 1. But now thus saith Yahweh that created thee,
He created us.
O Jacob, and he that formed thee, O Israel.
Yahweh done it.
Fear not,
Told us don't be scared of nobody.
for I have redeemed thee.
I delivered you.
I have called thee by thy name.
He called us Hebrew Israelite. That's our name. We Hebrew Israelites.
Thou art mine.
We what? Say it again.
Thou art mine.
What?
Thou art mine.
What?
Thou art mine.
He say we belong to him. We belong to Yahweh, not nobody else. Read.
When thou passest through the waters, I will be with thee.
Don't care when you go, in the Mississippi River, the Ohio River, the sea and the ocean, I'm with you. He was with Jonah. You see, when Jonah got through over in the sea, what happened? He made a fish to swallow him up and vomit him up on dry land. That's what he did for Jonah.
And through the rivers, they shall not overflow thee.
You ain't gonna drown, because why? Yahweh with you. Now, if he ain't with you, you gonna drown.
When thou walkest through the fire,
when you burn up in a house, abandoned building, or anywhere,
thou shalt not be burned.
You ain't gonna be burned because Yahweh with you. Now, if JC with you, you gonna burn up, you gonna drown, you gonna everything. If JC with you, read.
Neither shall the flame kindle upon thee.
That's right, because Yahweh protecting you and with you.
For I am Yahweh the Elohim.
That's right. I'm not JC. I'm not Muhammad. I'm not Yahshua. I'm not Hamashiach. I'm Yahweh. Read.
The Holy One of Israel.
I'm the Holy One. I'm not the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost like they teach you in these churches, these lying churches. I'm one.
Thy Savior.
He the only one can save you. JC can't save himself. He on the cross hollering, crying, and why God, why had you forsaken me? He couldn't help himself. Read.
I gave Egypt for thy ransom.
That's right. He protected us and gave Egypt for a ransom.
Ethiopia and Seba for thee.
That's right.
Since thou was precious in my sight.
Since we was precious in Yahweh's sight.
Thou hast been honorable.
We have been honorable. The righteous.
And I have loved thee.
Yahweh say he love us. And we supposed to love him back. But when you go to church, when you wear a cross, when you believe in all these religions, you don't love Yah.
Therefore will I give men for thee.
I kill people by my people. You better not.
And people for thy life.
He said, I kill people for my people, which is the Hebrew Israelite. I kill somebody about my people. He told Moses, go back to Exodus 4. Go there. Let me show you that what he'll do for you. After you go there, Exodus 4, I want you to go to Deuteronomy 32. Now watch what he did for Moses. Since you think I'm lying, oh, he don't know what he's talking about. I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. I think it's Exodus 4 and start at the 19. No. Yeah.
Exodus chapter 4, verse 19. And Yahweh said unto Moses and
Yahweh talking to Moses.
Go, return into Egypt, for all the men are dead which sought thy life.
Everybody that was looking for you, Moses, to kill you, I done killed all of them. Now read it again.
And Yahweh said unto Moses and Midian, Go, return into Egypt, for all the men are dead which sought thy life.
I killed everybody that was looking for Moses. Now go to Deuteronomy 32. You think he won't kill you for messing with the righteous? You watch this. Go to 32 and start at the no, let's see. Yeah, 39. Deuteronomy 32 and 39.
Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 39. See now that I, even I, am he, and there is no God with me.
Ain't no God with Yahweh, he by himself.
I kill.
I what?
I kill.
I what?
I kill.
I what?
I kill.
Keep reading.
And I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand.
When the Almighty ready to knock your head off or kill you, you can't run, you can't hide. He gonna knock your head off. Now go on back to where we was at in Isaiah.
Verse 5. Fear not, for I am with thee.
I'm with you.
I will bring thy seed from the east and gather thee from the west. I will say to the north, give up, and to the south, keep not back. Bring my sons from far and my daughters from the ends of the earth.
I thought JC was the only begotten son. They teach you in Christianity and the New Testament that JC is the only begotten son. That's a lie. Now read that again. He got a land full of sons and a land full of daughters, so they make a lie of the New Testament. Read that again.
I will say to the north, give up, and to the south, keep not back. Bring my sons from far and my daughters from the ends of the earth.
Yahweh got sons and daughters. Just in case you didn't know that, don't believe that the New Testament say the only begotten son. That's a lie. Read.
Even everyone that is called by my name.
Everybody that changed their name, got a Hebrew name and got rid of the white man name. Jones, Timmy, Smith, Johnson. Read.
For I have created him for my glory.
Yahweh had created us for his glory. We're supposed to be glorifying Yahweh, not going to church.
I have formed him.
He formed us.
Yea, I have made him.
He made us. We didn't make ourselves.
Bring forth the blind people that have eyes.
Go get Stevie Wonder and Ray Charles.
And the deaf that have ears.
And anybody that can't hear.
Let all the nations be gathered together, and let the people be assembled. Who among them can declare this and show us former things? Let them bring forth their witnesses, that they may be justified, or let them hear and say, it is true.
It is truth.
Ye are my witnesses.
We are the witnesses of Yahweh. Me and y'all on this internet, we are the witnesses. We testify in the name of Yah. Read.
Saith Yahweh, and my servant whom I have chosen.
He chosen us and not nobody else.
That ye may know and believe me.
We know and we believe Yahweh. We know and believe. Read.
And understand that I am he.
We understand ain't no such thing as Christianity and Islam and the New Testament and the Quran. We understand that Yahweh is one and he the only one and ain't nobody else. Read.
Before me there was no Elohim formed.
We know ain't nobody before Yahweh and ain't nobody after him. We know this now.
Neither shall there be after me.
Ain't nobody coming no 2,000 years later, like they teach you in Christianity. He came 2,000 years ago and died for your sin. That's a lie. Read.
I, even I, am Yahweh, and beside me there is no Savior.
Can't nobody save you but Yahweh, and that's our God. Can't nobody help you or save you but our God, which is Yahweh. Read.
I have declared and have saved.
That's right. He declared and saved.
And I have showed.
And he showed you when he bring that hurricane, mudslide, tornado, all this weather.
When there was no strange God among you.
When it wasn't no New Testament, wasn't no Islam, wasn't no nothing. It was Yahweh. He said, I have showed. He said, I have declared and have said and have showed when there was no strange God among you. Wasn't no such thing was JC back then. That's right. Y'all believe in it there because you've been brainwashed, bamboozled, and hoodwinked. Read.
Therefore ye are my witnesses, saith Yahweh.
I'm a witness of Yah.
That I am Elohim.
That he is God and ain't no other God with him. And ain't no other God nowhere else. If he is, he fake. He the ops and he fake. Read.
Yea, Before the day was, I am he.
Yahweh said before the day was, I was already on the scene. So where you get that New Testament from?
And there is none that can deliver out of my hand.
And when Yahweh get ready to knock your head off or kill you, you can't run or escape.
I will work.
Yahweh said, I do what I want to do in the heavens.
And who shall let it?
And who gonna stop me? Who gonna stop me now? That's right. He bragging and I'm bragging for him. He popping it. Say, I do what I want to do. That's right. Now let's go to 44. Okay, that was 43. Let's go to 44. Isaiah 44. And start the first verse.
Isaiah chapter 44, verse 1. Yet now hear, O Jacob, my servant, and Israel, whom I have chosen.
He chosen us, right? I'm going to answer that question when I get through popping corn. Hold that thought. That's right. Hold your question to the end. Let me get through popping corn. I ain't got time to answer you. Listen to this corn being popped that you don't know nothing about. Okay, start over.
Yet now hear, O Jacob, my servant, and Israel, whom I have chosen. Thus saith Yahweh that made thee.
He made us.
And formed thee from the womb.
Yahweh formed thee from the womb.
Which will help thee. Fear not, O Jacob, my servant, and thou, Jeshurun, whom I have chosen. For I will pour water upon him that is thirsty.
He gonna give you something to drink when you get thirsty.
And floods upon the dry ground. I will pour my spirit upon thy seed, and my blessing upon thy offspring.
That's right. Read.
And they shall spring up as among the grass, as willows by the watercourses. One shall say, I am Yahweh's, and another shall call himself by the name of Jacob.
That's right. Get your name changed.
And another shall subscribe with his hand unto Yahweh, and surname himself by the name of Israel.
And go get your name changed.
Thus saith Yahweh, the King of Israel.
He our king. In the New Testament, they say JC is king of the Jews. That's a lie. Yahweh is our king. Read.
And his Redeemer, Yahweh of hosts, I am the first.
Yahweh say he the first, but in the New Testament, JC say he was the first.
And I am the last.
And Yahweh is the last. He the first and the last.
And beside me there is no Elohim.
And beside Yahweh ain't no other God, y'all.
And who, as I, shall call and shall declare it and set it in order for me, since I appointed the ancient people and the things that are coming and shall come, let them show unto them. Fear ye not, neither be afraid. Have not I told thee from that time and have declared it?
That's right.
Ye are even my witnesses.
We are the witnesses of Yahweh, not no Jehovah Witnesses, because that's a lie. We are the witnesses, not Jehovah Witnesses. Read.
Is there a Elohim beside me?
He asking a question. He said, is it another God beside me?
Yea, there is no Elohim.
He said, Yahweh say, ain't no other God. So if he's saying ain't no other God, what you doing serving somebody else? That means you're a retarded fool and you've been brainwashed, bamboozled, and hoodwinked. Yahweh asking a question. He says, is there another God? Yea. No, I don't know none. So you know you smarter than Yah. Read.
I know not any.
He don't know any. So if you know another God, then you retarded. Then you're a fool. Then you've been brainwashed, bamboozled, and hoodwinked. Yahweh say, I don't know any, and I don't either. If Yahweh don't know, and I don't know, what you doing knowing? Read.
They that make a graven image are all of them vanity.
Everybody that make a cross, a golden calf, or anything, and wear it and put it around their neck or in their car, on their wall, in their house, is a graven image.
And their delectable things shall not profit.
And you ain't gonna profit from that junk.
And they are their own witnesses.
You are your own witness. You ain't Yahweh witness. You your own witness.
They see not.
You don't see and understand nothing.
Nor know.
You don't know nothing. You dumb as a box of rocks.
That they may be ashamed.
And one day you're going to be ashamed for believing in that junk and knowing that junk.
Who have formed a God or molten a graven image that is profitable for nothing.
The Christians have, the Muslims have, and everybody else have, but the Hebrews got the true and living God. Y'all the one formed another God, made up another book. Read.
Behold, all his fellows shall be ashamed.
All y'all gonna be ashamed. The Christian, the Muslim, the atheist, the Chinese, the Japanese, all y'all gonna be ashamed one day.
And the workmen, they are of men.
They are men.
Let them all be gathered together.
Let all these people be gathered together. Talking about the ops. Read.
Let them stand up, yet they shall fear, and they shall be ashamed together.
All y'all gonna be ashamed together when you find out ain't no such thing as Christianity. Ain't no such thing as Islam. Ain't no such thing as the New Testament. Ain't no such thing as JC. You're gonna be ashamed one day when you find out the truth. Read.
The smith with the tongs both work it in the coals.
You know what a smith is? Smith is a carpenter, somebody that makes stuff.
And fashion it with hammers.
And you fashion with a hammer, you making something, you making a graven image now.
And work it with the strength of his arms.
And you working with the strength of your arm because you making something.
Yea, he is hungry, and his strength faileth.
You hungry and your strength faileth, you're going to use this wood to make you something to eat, cook you a fire. Read.
He drinketh no water, and is faint. The carpenter stretcheth out his rule.
The carpenter stretched out a ruler. He measured it with a ruler.
He marked it out with a line.
He marked it out with a line. Take that pen and pencil and mark it with a line.
He fitted it with planes.
He fitted it with planes.
And he marked it out with the compass.
He marked it out with a compass because he measured it with the figure of it. And it's going to be like a man, like JC in the New Testament. Read, watch this.
And make it after the figure of a man.
You make this picture like a figure of a man. JC is who we're talking about. He talking about JC. Read. You made a picture of him and you figured out you made something you made up. Yahweh ain't never told you to do this. You did this on your own free will. Read.
According to the beauty of a man.
According to the beauty of a man. JC.
That it may remain in the house.
They remain up in your house on the wall. In your church house over on the wall. Talking about this hippie on the stick. Read.
He heweth him down cedars, and taketh the cypress and the oak, which he strengtheneth for himself among the trees of the forest. He planted an ash, and the rain doth nourish it. Then shall it be for a man to burn.
Okay, in other words, they took this wood and made a graven image. They took this wood and made a cross. They took this wood, they ate with it. They made a fire with it, kept warm with it, and they made a god out of it. Talking about all this junk that they do. Okay, let's go to 45. 45 and 3.
Isaiah chapter 45, verse 3. And I will give thee the treasures of darkness and hidden riches of secret places, that thou mayest know that I, Yahweh, which called thee by thy name.
We know that Yahweh called us by our name. That's right. And our name ain't no Afro-American, color float, monkey, shine, and all these other names. We ain't no Afro-Americans. We Hebrew Israelites. He called us that. He never called us nothing but that. Read.
And the Elohim of Israel.
I'm the God of Israel, not the world.
For Jacob my servant's sake, and Israel mine elect, I have even called thee by thy name.
Our name is Hebrew Israelite.
I have surnamed thee.
I have surnamed thee.
Though thou hast not known me.
You still don't know Yahweh, but you know JC. Everybody can talk about JC a month. When you ask them about Yahweh, they can't tell you nothing. They can't tell you nothing about Yahweh, but they can talk a month about the Muslim God and the Christian God. Read.
I am Yahweh.
We know he Yahweh.
And there is none else.
So how many times he gonna have to tell you ain't nobody else? Fool.
There is no Elohim beside me.
Ain't nobody with him. He by himself. In the beginning, Yahweh created the heaven and the earth, the sea and everything in it.
I girded thee.
He surrounded thee. I girded thee. He surrounded us.
Though thou hast not known me.
And you still don't know him. You don't know him. Because if you knew him, you wouldn't go to church. You knew him, you wouldn't have a cross on. You knew him, you wouldn't eat the pork chop. You knew him, you wouldn't be celebrating these pagan holidays. So you don't know him? Now read that again. If you knew him, you'll be keeping the laws, commandments, and statutes, and judgment precept. If you knew him,
I am Yahweh, and there is none else.
There's none else.
There is no Elohim beside me.
Ain't no Father, Son, and Holy Ghost like they teaching them lying churches.
I girded thee,
I surrounded thee.
though thou hast not known me.
And why you don't know him? Because you still breaking his commandments, his laws, his statute, his precept, and his judgment. And you going to church wearing a cross and saying Sunday's your Sabbath day and eat pork chops and ham hocks and celebrate pagan holiday. That's why you don't know him. Read.
That they may know from the rising of the sun,
That you may know when that sun rising on the sun, rising.
and from the west,
And from the west and set in the west. It rises in the east and set in the west.
that there is none beside me.
Ain't nobody with him. How many times he have to tell you, fool? Ain't no Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. Ain't nobody with him.
I am Yahweh,
He Yah.
and there is none else.
There's none else.
I form the light
I form the light.
and create darkness.
Yahweh said, I create darkness.
I make peace.
I make peace. I keep the police off you. I'm the one got you out the feds, the state, and keep the police off you and keep the doctor from shooting, killing you. Because you go to the doctor, he'll do something to you. If it don't be for Yah, he'll shoot you up with AIDS and everything else. Read.
And create evil.
I create evil. I'm the one done it. That evil in Georgia, Yahweh done it. That's right. I create evil. That's right. Yahweh said, I do it all.
I, Yahweh, do all these things.
I do all these things. I'm the one did the killing in Georgia. I'm the one did the killing in Springfield, Illinois. I'm the one that do the killing everywhere. That's right. Now read that 5th verse again. No, that 7th verse again.
I form the light.
He formed the light.
And create darkness.
And when it get dark outside, Yahweh done it. JC ain't did nothing.
I make peace.
I'm the one keep them from off you. I'm the one help you.
And create evil.
I'm the one sick them on you. I'm the one put the police on you.
I, Yahweh, do all these things.
I do all these things. That's all I needed. Go to 52. So if you got peace in your life, that means you're doing something right. But if you got chaos and something bad always happening to you, Almighty, do it. He gonna do it because you ain't keeping his commandments, his laws, and his statutes. If everybody in this world kept the commandments, you wouldn't need no gun, you wouldn't need no knife, you wouldn't need no penitentiary, you wouldn't need nothing. What did I say? 45? Oh no, that was okay, 50. Let me see. Okay, go to Isaiah 52. Isaiah 52 and start the 3rd verse.
Isaiah chapter 52, verse 3. For thus saith Yahweh, ye have sold yourselves for naught, and ye shall be redeemed without money.
Without money.
For thus saith Yahweh Elohim, my people went down aforetime into Egypt to sojourn there.
That's right. We went to Egypt for 430 years.
And the Assyrian oppressed them without cause.
Oppressed us without a reason.
Now therefore, what have I here, saith Yahweh, that my people is taken away for naught? They that rule over them make them to howl, saith Yahweh, and my name continually every day is blasphemed.
It's blaspheme.
Therefore my people shall know my name.
We gonna know Yahweh's name one day, everybody.
Therefore they shall know in that day that I am he that do speak. Behold, it is I. How beautiful upon the mountains are the feet of him that bringeth good tidings, that publisheth peace, that bringeth good tidings of good, that publisheth salvation, that saith unto Zion, thy Elohim reigneth. Thy watchmen shall lift up the voice with the voice together shall they sing, for they shall see eye to eye when Yahweh shall bring again Zion. Break forth into joy, sing together, ye waste places of Jerusalem, for Yahweh have comforted his people.
Comfort his people.
He hath redeemed Jerusalem.
That's right.
Yahweh hath made bare his holy arm in the eyes of all the nations,
All the nations
and all the ends of the earth shall
and all the ends of reach.
and all the ends of the earth shall see the salvation of our Elohim.
All the world gonna see the salvation of Yahweh. Boy, he gonna do some miracles and some things in this world, United States, that ain't nobody never seen and heard before in life. You thought Egypt was something. Wait till he do it again. He gonna do it. Listen, this how he gonna do it, y'all. Go to Deuteronomy right quick. I'm coming back to that. This how he gonna do it. Let me show y'all how he gonna do it. I got to show y'all how he gonna do it. Let's see. How he gonna do it. Let me find it right quick. Let's see. Oh yeah, Deuteronomy 4. Okay, 33. This how you gonna do it, y'all. Deuteronomy 4 and 33.
Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 33. Did ever people hear the voice of Elohim speaking out of the midst of the fire,
Yes.
as thou hast heard and live?
Read. Watch this 34.
Or hath Elohim a say to go and take him a nation from the midst of another nation?
Now, he gonna go take him a nation from the midst of another nation. He talking about us. He gonna go take us from a nation from the midst of all the other nations. Read. Watch this.
By temptation,
He gonna do it by temptation.
by signs,
He gonna do it by signs. Signs, you gonna see the signs.
and by wonders,
He gonna do it by wonder.
and by war,
By war.
and by a mighty hand,
And he gonna do it by a mighty hand, the same thing he did in Egypt. Watch this.
and by stretched out arm,
And by his arm stretched out, begging us to come to him.
and by great terrors,
And by great terrors. That's how he gonna do it this time, the second time, which is this time coming up. Read.
according to all that Yahweh your Elohim did for you in Egypt before your eyes.
Accordingly, mean he gonna do it that way or better. He gonna accordingly do it another way, like he did in Egypt. But he can let you know what he did in Egypt. But I'm gonna do accordingly, just like I did it in Egypt. I'm gonna come get my people. It's gonna be more miraculous than that. It's gonna be way more miraculous than that, y'all. Okay, keep reading.
Unto thee it will show that thou mightest know that Yahweh he is Elohim. There is none else beside him.
Okay, let's go back. Now let's go back to what was I, 52? Well, we finished that, didn't we? Yeah. Let's go to Jeremiah. Jeremiah, let's go to Jeremiah 10. Let's start at the 10th verse. 10 to 10.
Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 10. But Yahweh is the true Elohim.
He the true Elohim. He the truth. The true God.
He is the living Elohim.
He living. Everybody else God dead. Yahweh living.
And an everlasting king.
And he's an everlasting king, meaning ain't no end to that.
At his wrath the earth shall tremble.
At Yahweh wrath the earth gonna tremble.
And the nation shall not be able to abide his indignation.
And these nations ain't gonna be able to stand before his. What he do?
Thus shall ye say unto them, the gods that have not made the heavens and the earth.
We supposed to be telling the gods that ain't did nothing, ain't made the heaven and the earth.
even they shall perish from the earth.
Even all y'all gods gonna perish from this earth. Y'all gods that ain't did nothing, they gonna even perish from the earth.
And from under these heavens,
And from under these heavens,
he hath made the earth by his power.
Yahweh have made the earth by his power. What did JC do? Nothing.
He hath established the world by his wisdom,
Yahweh did this by his wisdom.
and have stretched out the heavens by his discretion.
That's right.
When he uttered his voice, there is a multitude of waters in the heavens,
When Yahweh uttered his voice, a multitude of water in heaven.
and he causeth the vapors to ascend from the ends of the earth.
From the ends of the earth.
He maketh lightnings with rain,
Yahweh making lightning with rain. Can't no other God do this.
and bringeth forth the wind out of his treasures.
Can't nobody do this but Yah.
Every man is brutish in his knowledge.
Every man is stupid in his own knowledge. He's stupid in his own knowledge, brutish.
Every founder is confounded by the graven image.
By a graven image. Believing anything other than Yah.
For his molten image is falsehood.
Yahweh say everything y'all made is false. Church is false. Cross is false. Everything y'all did and made is falsehood. Ain't worth two dead flies. Read.
And there is no breath in them.
Ain't no breath in them. Ain't no breath in these other gods. They ain't living. They dead.
They are vanity.
Vanity ain't worth two dead flies. If you ain't serving Yah, you serving JC, you ain't worth two dead flies. JC is vanity. Muslim God is vanity. All Christianity is that's vanity, meaning have no value.
And the work of errors.
In the work of error, you're gonna make a mistake when you follow something about an error. You know what an error is.
In the time of their visitation they shall perish.
When the Almighty Yahweh come to town, he gonna destroy everything that ain't serving him. He gonna kill and destroy everything that's serving anything other than Yah. Gonna knock y'all head off. He gonna kill this Christian James and all the rest of you fools. He gonna kill all y'all. Y'all getting the death penalty. Read.
The portion of Jacob is not like them.
We ain't like Christian James. The book probably talking about this person on here. The book said we ain't like James, Christian James.
For he is the former of all things.
We are the former of all things, you fool, you Christian dog. This man on here, Christian James. We ain't like you, nigga.
And Israel is the rod of his inheritance.
Israel is the rod, not no Christian, not this Christian James.
Yahweh of hosts is his name.
Yahweh of hosts is his name. We don't know nothing about that monkey in the New Testament that hit you on the stick.
Gather up thy wares out of the land.
Gather up the residue of the land.
O inhabitant of the fortress.
That's right.
For thus saith Yahweh.
Thus said Yah. That's what we serve. We don't believe in revelation, fool.
Behold, I will sling out the inhabitants of the land at this once, and will distress them, that they may find it so. Woe is me for my hurt. My wound is grievous. But I said, truly this is a grief, and I must bear it. My tabernacle is spoiled, and all my cords are broken. My children are gone forth of me, and they are not. There is none to stretch forth my tent anymore.
That's right, because we ain't in the land.
And to set up my curtains. For the pastors are become brutish, and have not sought Yahweh.
You stupid when you don't seek Yahweh. This man on here, Chris Day, say brutish. You become brutish because you ain't seeking Yah. You seeking that junk in the New Testament. Read that again.
For the pastors are become brutish, and have not sought Yahweh.
And you don't seek Yahweh. You talking about the hippie on the stick, that monkey in the New Testament. Read.
Therefore they shall not prosper.
You ain't going to prosper, fool. The Almighty talking about you, Christian James. You ain't going to prosper because you believe in a fake God.
And all their flocks shall be scattered. Behold, the noise of the brute is come, and a great commotion out of the north country, to make the cities of Judah desolate, and a den of dragons. O Yahweh, I know that the way of man is not in himself. It is not in man that walketh to direct his steps.
That's right. The Almighty ain't got nothing to do with no Christian James.
O Yahweh, correct me, but with judgment. not in thy anger, lest thou bring me to nothing. Pour out thy fury upon the heathen that know thee not.
They don't know him. Because Christian don't know him. This Christian James don't know Yahweh.
And upon the families that call not on thy name.
Up on Christian James family that don't call up on Yahweh's name. I can't wait till Yahweh kill you, whoever you is, you Christian James. We won't pray that Yahweh knock his head off. That's right.
For they have eaten up Jacob and devoured him and consumed him and have made his habitation desolate.
That's right. That's right. That was Jeremiah, what, in 10? Let me see. Go to Jeremiah 16. And 10.
Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 10. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt show this people all these words, and they shall say unto thee, wherefore hath Yahweh pronounced all this great evil against us?
When I'm showing these words to the people, one day y'all will say, let's read it again. And it should come to pass, when thou shalt show this people all these words, that's what I'm doing today, showing all these words, and they shall say unto thee, y'all gonna say, where has Yahweh pronounced all this great evil against us? Why Yahweh letting all this bad stuff happen to black folks? Read.
Or what is our iniquity?
What is your iniquity? You sinning against Yah. That's your iniquity.
Or what is our sin that we have committed against Yahweh our Elohim?
What if your sin, you going to church and wearing a cross and eating ham hocks and to celebrate Christianity and holiday? That's the evil. That's why evil coming to you. Read.
Then shalt thou say unto them, because your fathers have forsaken me.
Because you have forgot about Yahweh, Christian James. This the reason the evil come up on you, because you forgot about Yah and you chose JC.
Saith Yahweh.
Yahweh said it. I ain't said it. The book said it.
And have walked after other gods.
And you have went to church. You believe in JC, that monkey in the New Testament that hit me on the stick. That's his name. Read.
And have served them.
And you serve JC and not Yah.
And have worshipped them.
And you worship this monkey in the New Testament.
And have forsaken me.
And you forget all about Yah. This Christian James. Talking about you, fool.
And have not kept my law.
And nigga, I ain't gonna be saying that word, but Christian James, you don't keep the law of Yah, fool.
And ye have done worse than your fathers.
And you worse than our forefathers. You doing worse today than our people did in Egypt.
For, behold, ye walk every one after the imagination of his evil heart.
Yo, you got an evil heart when you call yourself a Christian or Muslim. You got an evil heart. The book talking about you, fool.
That they may not hearken unto me.
That you ain't gonna listen to me. I'm popping corn for y'all, and you ain't gonna listen to what I'm saying. You gonna keep on throwing this junk up over here.
Therefore will I cast you out of this land into a land that ye know not.
That's the reason why we over here. The land that we know not. When we first got here, we didn't know nothing.
Neither ye nor your fathers.
That's right. What verse you at?
13.
Okay.
And there shall ye serve other gods day and night.
When you got to the United States, you serve another man's God. You ain't serving Yah, you serving somebody else's God. That's how retarded and stupid and brainwashed fool you is.
Where I will not show you favor.
I ain't gonna show you no favor. I'm gonna let the police kill you. I'm gonna let the police give you 100 years. I'm gonna let everything. I'm gonna give you tuberculosis, diseases, AIDS, herpes. I'm gonna let everything evil happen to you, fool. Now read that again.
Therefore will I cast you out of this land into a land that ye know not.
When I take you out of Jerusalem and bring you to the United States,
neither ye nor your fathers, and there shall ye serve other gods day and night.
And when you get to the United States, you're gonna serve another man God day and night. Christianity, Christian James. What kind of name is that? Y'all ain't never don't know nothing about no Christian fool.
Where I will not show you favor.
And he ain't gonna show you no favor. He gonna have you killed.
Therefore, behold, the days come, saith Yahweh, that it shall no more be said, Yahweh liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt.
But you ain't gonna say that no more.
But Yahweh liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north.
You're going to be talking about this deliverance. This what's going to happen over here. You ain't going to be talking about Egypt no more. You're going to be talking about how miraculous this was.
And from all the lands whither he had driven them.
And he going to come get his people from all over the world.
And I will bring them again into their land that I gave unto their fathers.
And he going to take us back home from this land to our land.
Behold, I will send for many fishers, saith Yahweh, and they shall fish them. And after will I send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill, and out of the holes of the rocks. For my eyes are upon all their ways. They are not hid from my face, neither is their iniquity hid from mine eyes. And first I will recompense their iniquity and their sin double.
They're double.
Because they have defiled my land. They have filled my inheritance with the carcasses of their detestable and abominable things.
You're right. Now watch this.
O Yahweh, my strength and my fortress and my refuge in the day of affliction, the Gentiles shall come unto thee from the ends of the earth.
The Gentiles one day going to come from the ends of the earth. Watch what the Gentiles going to say.
And shall say,
this is what they're going to say now, the Gentiles.
Surely our fathers have inherited lies.
Our forefathers, Abraham, Lincoln, and George Washington, have inherited lies. Our forefathers, they told us a lie. Read.
Vanity. And things wherein there is no profit.
And they told us about the New Testament and Christianity, and you couldn't profit from that. They're going to find out one day that they've been lied to from their forefathers, that Christianity, JC, all that's junk. Some BS.
Shall a man make gods unto himself?
They made that to themselves. They made the New Testament to themselves. That God in there.
And they are no gods.
Ain't no God. The New Testament ain't worth two dead flies.
Therefore, behold, I will this once cause them to know.
Yahweh said, I'm going to cause the Gentiles to know.
I will cause them to know my hand and my might.
He going to cause the Gentile to know that his hand and his might.
And they shall know that my name is Yahweh.
And you going to know that his name is Yah and not JC, not Hamashiach, not the New Testament, not that monkey in the New Testament, not Christianity. His name ain't none of that. You go read that last verse again.
Therefore, behold, I will this once cause them to know.
He gonna once cause this Christian James fool to know.
I will cause them to know my hand and my might.
He gonna cause you to know his hand and his might, Christian James.
And they shall know that my name is Yahweh.
And his name is Yahweh and not JC, not Yahshua, not Hamashiach, that monkey in the New Testament or that graven image or that hippie on the stick. That's right. Now, let's go to, what was that? Jeremiah 16?
Yeah.
Okay. Jeremiah 24. Let's start the 5th verse.
Jeremiah chapter 24, verse 5. Thus saith Yahweh, the Elohim of Israel, like these good figs, so will I acknowledge them that are carried away captive of Judah, whom I have sent out of this place into the land of the Chaldeans for their good. For I will set my eyes upon them for good, and I will bring them again to this land.
We're going back home.
And I will build them.
That's right.
And not pull them down, and I will plant them and not pluck them up.
That's right. This ain't happened yet. This is a future event. Read.
And I will give them a heart to know me, that I am Yahweh.
He gonna give us a heart to know him, and his name is Yahweh and no other God.
And they shall be my people.
And we gonna be Yahweh people.
And I will be their Elohim.
And he gonna be our God. You ain't gonna believe in Christianity and Islam and all this junk y'all worshiping today. Now read that again. That's what he gonna do.
and I will give them a heart to know me.
Yahweh gonna give us another heart. This heart we got now ain't worth 2 dead flies because it's wishy-washy. You gonna know Yahweh?
That I am Yahweh.
Then we gonna know ain't nobody but Yahweh. You gonna get rid of that New Testament and the Quran.
And they shall be my people.
And we gonna be his people.
And I will be their Elohim.
And he gonna be our God. Read.
For they shall return unto me with their whole heart.
We gonna return to Yahweh with our whole heart. Mean we ain't gonna believe in none but Yah. We ain't gonna know nobody but Yah with our whole heart. Right now, you got part-time Israelites, faking Israelites, perpetrating a fraud Israelites, sometime Israelites, wanna be Israelites. You perpetrating a fraud. Now your heart ain't whole lot right now because you wishy-washy. 1 minute you going to church, next minute you keeping the Sabbath. 1 minute you eating bacon, and then next minute you eating pork. You know, so you wishy-washy. Your heart ain't right now. Let's go to Jeremiah 31. And start at the 31 verse. 31 and 31.
Jeremiah chapter 31, verse 31. Behold, the days come, saith Yahweh, that I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah.
He said he gonna make a new covenant. Listen, this ain't no different covenant. JC ain't made no covenant with nobody but Judah and Israel. Never with the Christians, never with the Muslims, never with JC. He never made a new covenant with them. Read.
Not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day that I took them by the hand to bring them out of the land of Egypt, which my covenant they break.
We broke that covenant.
Although I was a husband unto them.
Yahweh is our husband and we the wife.
Saith Yahweh.
Yahweh talking.
But this shall be the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel.
He gonna make a covenant with the house of Israel, not with the Christians, not with the Muslims, not with the atheists, not with the Puerto Rican, not with the Chinese, not with the white folk, not with nobody. Israel, read.
After those days, saith Yahweh, I will put my law in their inward parts.
He gonna put the law inside us, in our inward part. You're gonna be inside your body, the law.
And write it in their hearts.
And gonna write it up on our heart. We're gonna have the law in us.
And will be their Elohim.
And he gonna be our God.
And they shall be my people.
And we gonna be his people.
And they shall teach no more every man his neighbor.
We ain't gonna teach. Ain't gonna be no teacher no more. Ain't gonna be no more teachers. Y'all brothers and sisters ain't gonna teach no more. When this happen, this is a future event. When this happen, ain't nobody gonna be teaching no more. Because the law gonna be in your heart and you ain't gonna never break it. Read.
And every man his brother.
We ain't gonna teach. I'm teaching to my brothers and sisters on this internet. I ain't gonna be able to do that no more. When this happen. This ain't happened yet. Let you know it's a future event.
Saying, know Yahweh.
I ain't gonna be telling y'all to know Yahweh. Y'all gonna already do it. Read.
For they shall all know me.
All y'all gonna know him. This James, the Christian James, everybody gonna know Yah. Right now he don't know because he a rotten, retarded, DAM fool. That's the reason he don't know. Because he been brainwashed, bamboo, hoodwinked. But read that again.
And they shall teach no more every man his neighbor.
I ain't gonna be teaching no more. These brothers and sisters, y'all ain't gonna be teaching no more when this happens.
And every man his brother.
And teaching everywhere. I'm teaching my brothers and my sisters.
Saying, know Yahweh.
I ain't gonna be telling y'all to know Yahweh. Right now today I'm telling y'all to know.
For they shall all know me.
The whole world gonna know him. All the Israelites gonna know him. Ain't gonna be no more Messianics. Ain't gonna be no more Hamashiachs. Ain't gonna be no more of that junk. Read.
From the least of them unto the greatest of them.
From the brokest to the richest, to the smallest to the tallest. Everybody gonna know Yah.
Saith Yahweh.
Yahweh said it. One day everybody gonna know him.
For I will forgive their iniquity.
He gonna forgive us what we done did. He might forgive you, Christian James, but you got to turn to him and leave that Christianity and JC alone. He might forgive you, fool.
And I will remember their sin no more.
And he ain't going to remember our sin no more. Because when we was younger, we sinned. But when you learn better, you do better. Read.
Thus saith Yahweh, which giveth the sun for a light by day.
Yahweh the one give you that sun but light by day.
And the ordinances of the moon and of the stars for a light by night.
Yahweh the only one to do that.
Which divided the sea when the waves thereof roar.
That's right.
Yahweh of hosts is his name. If those ordinances depart from before me.
Yahweh said, if them ordinances go away from me, vanish, disappear, read.
Saith Yahweh, then the seed of Israel also shall cease from being a nation before me forever.
Then he gonna cut us off. If this happened there, if when this happened, or if this happened, then we destroy. That means he say, if it depart from me, said Yahweh, then his seed Israel shall cease from being a nation. That's right. That's if this happened. Read.
Thus saith Yahweh, if heaven above can be measured.
If the Gentiles can measure the heavens, how long? Find out how long the heavens is, how far the sun is from the moon, how far the stars is from this star. If you can do that,
and the foundations of the earth searched out beneath.
If you can find out everything on this earth that Yahweh made and did under the water,
I will also cast off all the seed of Israel for all that they have done, saith Yahweh.
Then he gonna destroy Israel. Now, it's gonna be impossible for them to do that. The Almighty ain't gonna go back on his word. He mean what he say and he say what he mean. So you will never be able to find out how far the moon is from the star, how deep is the sea, and how long is the measurements of the earth. No, you ain't gonna never be able to do it. You ain't got enough fuel. Okay, that's all I needed. Let's go to Ezekiel. Ezekiel 39. and 1.
Ezekiel chapter 39, verse 1. Therefore, thou son of man, prophesy against Gog.
Hold it. Gog is Russia. When you see Gog or Magog, it's talking about Russia. Read. Watch this.
And say, thus saith Yahweh Elohim, behold, I am against thee, O Gog.
Yahweh said, I'm against, O Russia,
the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and I will turn thee back.
I will turn thee back, Russia.
And leave the sixth part of thee.
I'm going to leave the sixth part of thee.
And will cause thee to come up from the north parts.
I'm going to cause the Russia to come up from the north parts.
And will bring thee upon the mountains of Israel.
And I'm going to bring thee up on the mountains of Israel. That's what they're going to do to Russia, y'all.
And I will smite thy bow out of thy left hand.
I'm going to take all your weapons and destroy them.
And will cause thine arrows to fall out of thy right hand.
Your gun and your knife ain't going to work. Yahweh going to fix it.
Thou shalt fall upon the mountains of Israel.
You're going to fall up on the mountain of Israel.
Thou and all thy bands. And
all your armies.
And the people that is with thee.
All your armies going to be destroyed. Now watch this.
I will give thee unto the ravenous birds of every sort.
That means the birds going to eat you, the vultures and all that stuff going to eat the dead carcasses.
And to the beasts of the field to be devoured.
You're going to be devoured.
Thou shalt fall upon the open field, for I have spoken it, saith Yahweh.
Yahweh spoken this.
And I will send a fire on Magog and upon them that
dwell. He said he's going to send a fire upon Russia, Magog.
Carelessly in the isles, and they shall know that I am Yahweh.
And you gonna know that Yahweh did this and not y'all God.
So will I make my holy name known in the midst of my people Israel.
He gonna make his holy name known in the midst of us.
And I will not let them pollute my holy name anymore.
We ain't gonna pollute his holy name no more.
And the heathen shall know that I am Yahweh.
And the Gentile, the heathen, gonna know that he is Yahweh, and they God ain't worth 2 dead flies.
The Holy One in Israel.
That's right. What verse you at?
8. Behold, it is come, and it is done.
It's come and it's done. That means it happened.
Saith Yahweh Elohim. This is the day whereof I have spoken.
This ain't happened yet, y'all. This is a future event. This is the day he have spoken.
And they that dwell in the cities of Israel shall go forth and shall set on fire and burn the weapons.
We're going to do this to the Russians. We're going to burn up their weapons.
Both the shields and the bucklers.
All their shields and tanks and bucklers.
The bows and the arrows.
Their guns and knives.
And the hand staves and the spears.
Their hand grenades and spears and everything.
And they shall burn them with fire 7 years.
We're going to do this for 7 years now on Mount Israel, in Israel. We're going to burn up all the Russian equipment and guns and their fireworks or whatever they got. For 7 years, we're going to do this, y'all.
So that they shall take no wood out of the field, neither cut down any out of the forest, for they shall burn the weapons with fire.
They're going to burn the weapons with fire. We ain't going to have to use no wood.
And they shall spoil those that spoil them.
And we're going to rob them just like they robbed us.
And rob those that rob them.
And rob them that robbed us.
Saith Yahweh Elohim.
Yahweh said this.
And it shall come to pass in that day that I will give unto Gog a place thereof. That I will give unto Gog a place thereof graves in Israel.
You're going to have graveyards in Israel.
The valley of the passengers on the east of the sea, and it shall stop the noses of the passengers, and there shall they bury Gog in all his multitude, and they shall call it the valley of Hamon Gog.
And we're going to bury the dead bodies of the Russians.
And 7 months shall the house of Israel be burying of them, that they may cleanse the land.
It's going to take us 7 months to bury all the dead Russians. It's going to take us 7 years to burn their guns and knives and tanks. It's going to take 7 months to bury them, their carcasses, their bodies.
Yea, all the people of the land shall bury them.
All the people of the land shall bury them.
And it shall be to them a renown the day that I shall be glorified.
The day Yahweh going to be glorified.
Saith Yahweh Elohim.
That's right.
And they shall sever out men of continual employment, passing through the land to bury with the passengers those that remain upon the face of the earth, to cleanse it.
That's right. Keep reading.
After the end of 7 months shall they search.
After the end of 7 months, they're going to search. We're going to search,
And the passengers that pass through the land, when any seeth a man's bone, then shall he set up a sign by it, till the barriers have buried it in the valley of Hamon Gog. And also the name of the city shall be Hamanah. Thus shall they cleanse the land. And thou son of man, thus saith Yahweh Elohim, speak unto every feathered fowl and to every beast of the field, assemble yourselves and come, gather yourselves on every side to my sacrifice that I do sacrifice for you, even a great sacrifice upon the mountains of Israel, that ye may eat flesh and drink blood. Ye shall eat the flesh of the mighty and drink the blood of the princes of the earth, of rams, of lambs, and of goats, and of bullocks, all of them fatlings of Bashan. And ye shall eat fat till ye be full, and drink blood till ye be drunken of my sacrifice which I have sacrificed for you. Thus ye shall be filled at my table with horses and chariots, with mighty men, and with all men of war, saith Yahweh Elohim. And I will set my glory among the heathen, and all the heathen shall see my judgment that I have executed, and my hand that I have laid upon them. So the house of Israel shall know that I am Yahweh their Elohim from that day and forward. And the heathen shall know that the house of Israel went into captivity for their iniquity.
You're going to know the reason why we came to the United States, for our iniquity.
Because they trespass against me, Therefore hid I my face from them,
Yahweh hid his face from us.
and gave them into the hand of their enemies. So fell they all by the sword. According to their uncleanness and according to their transgressions have I done unto them,
He done this to us.
and hid my face from them.
And Yahweh hid his face from us.
Therefore thus saith Yahweh Elohim, now will I bring again the captivity of Jacob, and have mercy upon the whole house of Israel,
He gonna have mercy upon the whole house. That means the whole 12 tribes of Israel.
and will be jealous for my holy name. After that they have borne their shame and all their trespasses whereby they have trespassed against me, when they dwelt safely in their land, and none made them afraid. When I have brought them again from the people, and gathered them out of their enemies' lands,
Out of their enemies' land.
and am sanctified in them in the sight of many nations, then shall they know that I am Yahweh their Elohim,
Then we gonna know that Yahweh did this.
which caused them to be led into captivity among the heathen.
Which caused us to come to the United States. You know that Yahweh did it, and not the heathen.
But I have gathered them unto their own land,
He have took us back to our own land,
and have left none of them any more there.
and have left none of us.
Neither will I hide my face any more from them,
Yahweh ain't gonna hide his face no more from us like he doing right now today.
for I have poured out my spirit upon the house of Israel,
He have poured out his spirit upon the house of Israel.
saith Yahweh Elohim.
That's right. Okay. I think I know something in Ezekiel 20. Let's see. Yeah, Ezekiel 20. And start at the start the 6th verse.
Ezekiel chapter 20, verse 6. And the day that I lifted up my hand unto them to bring them forth of the land of Egypt into a land that I have espied for them, flowing with milk and honey, which is the glory of all lands, then said I unto them, cast ye away every man the abomination of his eyes, and defile not yourselves with the idols of Egypt. I am Yahweh your Elohim. But they rebelled against me, and would not hearken unto me. They did not every man cast away the abominations of their eyes.
And they doing the same thing that they ain't listening to none Yahweh saying, but they listening to what Paul and Peter and John said and JC said. Read.
Neither did they forsake the idols of Egypt. Then I said, I will pour out my fury upon them.
I'm gonna put a fury upon us. What verse you at?
8.
Okay.
To accomplish my anger against them in the midst of the land of Egypt. But I wrought for my name's sake, that it should not be polluted before the heathen, among whom they were, in whose sight I made myself known unto them, in bringing them forth out of the land of Egypt. Wherefore I caused them to go forth out of the land of Egypt, and brought them into the wilderness.
Brought us into the wilderness.
And I gave them my statutes, and showed them my judgments, which if a man do, he shall even live in them.
Listen, I just thought about something. When they tell you that you can't keep the laws in captivity in the white man land, that's a lie. The law was given to us in the wilderness. The wilderness was not Jerusalem. The wilderness was not Mount Sinai. The wilderness was not Israel. So if he gave it to us in the wilderness to keep, that means nationwide, wherever you go. Now read that again.
And I gave them my statutes, and showed them my judgments.
No, read 10 again.
Wherefore I caused them to go forth out of the land of Egypt.
When we left out of the land of Egypt,
and brought them into the wilderness.
And when he brought us into the wilderness, which is not the land.
And I gave them my statutes.
And then Yahweh gave us his statutes.
And showed them my judgments.
And he showed us his judgment.
Which if a man do, he shall even live in them.
And if you do them, you're going to be all right. You're going to live in them.
Moreover, also I gave them my Sabbaths
He gave us the Sabbath in the land, in the wilderness, I mean.
to be a sign between me and them.
That's a sign between you and Yahweh when you keep the Sabbath. That's how you know that you serving the true and living God, the true and living Elohim, when you keep his Sabbath, Yahweh's Sabbath, because he the one made the Sabbath for us. Read.
That they might know that I am Yahweh that sanctified them.
We gonna know that he sanctified us.
But the house of Israel rebelled against me in the wilderness.
But while we was in the wilderness, we made a golden calf. We did something stupid and retarded.
They walked not in my statutes.
Just like today, they ain't walking in this statute. They doing the same thing. Them the same people back then, the same people today. Ain't doing right.
And they despise my judgments.
And they hate Yahweh judgment, but they love Christianity. They love JC. They love the New Testament. They love wearing a cross, but you hate Yahweh judgments.
Which if a man do, he shall even live in them.
You're going to live in them if you do them.
And my Sabbaths they greatly polluted.
They greatly polluting the Sabbath right now today. 90% of these people in the United States ain't keeping no Sabbath. 90% of them ain't keeping no Sabbath.
Then I said, I will pour out my fury upon them in the wilderness.
Then he going to pour up his fury up on them in the United States. Same thing he did in the wilderness. Same thing he going to do in the United States. That's right. Pour up his fury. Anything bad might happen to you at any time. Read.
To consume them.
To destroy you. That's when you're getting killed, raped, robbed, tortured, 100 years. And all the evil. He bring evil up on the wicked, and the wicked is the one that don't keep his laws.
But I wrought for my name's sake that it should not be polluted before the heathen, in whose sight I brought them out. Yet also I lifted up my hand unto them in the wilderness.
He fed us in the wilderness, gave us manna.
That I would not bring them into the land which I had given them, flowing with milk and honey, which is the glory of all lands.
The glory of all lands is Jerusalem over there, Israel.
Because they despise my judgments.
And the same thing, he ain't going to let you go back home and you ain't keeping his laws and commandments, statutes, and judgments. That's when they didn't make it to they was in the wilderness and didn't make it to the land. You over here, and you think you going home and you ain't keeping his laws and commandments, that you must be a retarded fool. The Almighty don't change. Let me let you know he don't change. Go to Malachi. Go to Malachi there and show him that Yahweh don't change. The same thing he meant then, he mean for us. And Malachi will say he don't change.
Malachi chapter 3, verse 6. For I am Yahweh.
I'm Yahweh.
I change not.
I ain't changed my mind. I'm the same God back then, right now today. You think I ain't gonna knock your head off? I knocked it off back then, I'm gonna knock it off today.
Therefore, ye sons of Jacob are not consumed.
That's the reason why the Israelites is not destroyed. Because he changed not. Read, go back to where you were. Now go back to the verse. What was it in verse
16?
Okay, go back to that.
And walk not in my statutes, but polluted my Sabbaths, for their heart went after their idols.
Your heart went after the New Testament.
Nevertheless, my eyes spared them from destroying them.
He's a merciful God. A merciful, that's when you ain't dead. The wicked might live to get 100 years old. What that mean? He's still gonna get his head knocked off. Read.
Neither did I make an end of them in the wilderness, but I said unto their children in the wilderness, walk ye not in the statutes of your fathers.
Don't do like your forefathers did. Don't be rotten and evil and dirty like them.
Neither observe their judgments.
Don't observe their judgment, because their judgment ain't like mine.
Nor defile yourselves with their idols.
Don't wear that cross.
I am Yahweh your Elohim.
That's right.
Walk in my statutes.
Walk in my statute. Don't listen to your great grandmama, your great granddaddy, your uncle, your nephew, your niece. Listen, Yahweh said, walk in my statute. A lot of times you can't listen to your parents when they going against Yah. I ain't talking about when they tell you to turn the TV off and take out the trash. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about when it come to the Almighty. Don't listen to nobody but Yah. Listen to him. What it say?
And keep my judgments.
Keep Yahweh judgment.
And do them.
And do them.
and hallow my Sabbaths, and they shall be a sign between me and you,
When you keep Yahweh's Sabbath, it's going to be a sign between you and him.
that ye may know that I am Yahweh your Elohim.
That you going to know that he Yahweh thy Elohim.
Notwithstanding, the children rebelled against me.
They still rebelled. They didn't keep his Sabbath.
They walked not in my statutes.
They didn't keep Yahweh's statutes. They did what they wanted to do. Right now today, everybody doing what they want to do. They ain't acknowledging Yahweh's statute. They doing what they want to do. I make $100,000 a year. You can't tell me nothing. I got a plaque on the wall. I got my, what they call it, them plaques on the wall, them from the colleges.
Degrees.
I got 5 degrees. I got one from Harvard, one from Yale, one from Brown. That don't mean nothing. They ain't gonna listen to the truth. You know, they think their head get big when they get money and get that plaque on the wall. You can't tell them nothing. Read.
Neither kept my judgments to do them.
You don't keep Yahweh judgment, but you keep everything else.
Which if a man do, he shall even live in them. They polluted my Sabbaths.
They polluted the Sabbath by not keeping it. Don't nobody know when the Sabbath day is. The Sabbath, the calendar, you can't go by the calendar. Everything been changed, been done away with. We don't know when the Sabbath day is. We don't know. All excuses. Everything is an excuse to keep from keeping the Sabbath. Don't nobody know what it is. The white man calendar, this, that, and the other. All these texts coming up with, don't nobody know when the Sabbath day is. Who is the Sabbath? What is the Sabbath? And excuses. Keep reading. You're going to get your head knocked off, though. What about that part? Read.
Then I said, I will pour out my fury upon them.
Yahweh going to pour his fury up out on you. Then you wonder why you get killed, shot, stabbed, robbed, diseases, and everything bad happening to you. Because you don't know when the Sabbath day is. That's why.
To accomplish my anger against them in the wilderness.
Come to the anger in the wilderness. Same thing happened in the wilderness going to happen right now today.
Nevertheless, I withdrew my hand and wrought for my name's sake.
That's right.
That it should not be polluted in the sight of the heathen, in whose sight I brought them forth. I lifted up my hand unto them also in the wilderness, that I would scatter them among the heathen.
Scatter among the Gentiles. Then you wonder why you're in captivity. Because you hard-headed.
And disperse them through the countries.
Through the country with the S on the end everywhere.
Because they had not executed my judgments.
And the reason why you in the United States, because you didn't execute Yahweh's judgments. And you still ain't doing it.
But had despised my statutes.
But you hate Yahweh's statute. You hate the commandments. You hate the laws. You hate the statute. You hate the precept. You hate the judge. You hate everything about Yah. But you love everything about everybody else. Read.
And had polluted my Sabbaths.
And don't keep his Sabbath at all. Right now, 90% of the people in the United States, this world, ain't keeping no Sabbath. They working. They doing what they want to do. They ain't keeping no Sabbath. That's right, but they won't get their head knocked off. No, they come with it. No, breaking Yahweh's Sabbath will come with breaking his Sabbath, getting your head knocked off.
And their eyes were after their fathers' idols.
Your eyes was after Christianity, Islam, the New Testament, JC. Your eyes was after junk.
Wherefore I gave them also statutes that were not good.
I gave you the New Testament. I gave you the Quran. I gave you the Book of the Dead. Yahweh said, I gave you all this junk that you wanted. That's what you want. I'm going to give it to you.
And judgments whereby they should not live.
And judgment that you should not live by. He gave you stuff that you ain't supposed to live by. That ain't good.
And I polluted them in their own gifts, and that they caused to pass through the fire all that openeth the womb.
That's right.
That I might make them desolate, to the end that they might know that I am Yahweh.
Just know it's a payday for everything you do is actions behind it. The Almighty, you live good, you're going to get good things. You live foul, foul stuff going to happen to you. It's called eye for an eye. You ain't going to live right and get wrong. You're going to live wrong and get wrong. That's right. When you live right, the Almighty going to bless. Hold it. Let me show y'all something. This came to me. Go to Deuteronomy 11, I think. Yeah, Deuteronomy chapter 11. Let me show y'all something. 11 and 26 right quick. Now, it's plain and simple. This is simple as you can get, elementary.
Deuteronomy chapter 11, verse 26. Behold, I set before you this day a blessing and a curse.
Yahweh said, I set before you this day a blessing and a curse. Now, let's see how you can be blessed, and let's see how you going to be cursed.
A blessing, if you obey the commandments of Yahweh your Elohim, which I command you this day.
He said, a blessing if you keep my commandments.
And a curse, if you will not obey the commandments of Yahweh your Elohim.
And a curse if you don't keep his commandment. So you got a choice. If you want to be blessed, you're going to keep his commandment. But if you want to be cursed, you ain't going to keep them. Read.
But turn aside out of the way which I command you this day to go after other gods.
When you go after the Quran in the New Testament,
which ye have not known,
which we didn't know. Moses didn't know it. Now read it again, because I want this Christian James and all these retarded folks to listen to this.
And a curse.
No, 26 again.
Behold, I set before you this day a blessing and a curse. A blessing, if you obey the commandments of Yahweh your Elohim, which I command you this day, and a curse, if you will not obey the commandments of Yahweh your Elohim, but turn aside out of the way which I command you this day to go after other gods, which ye have not known.
Okay, now go back. Go back to Ezekiel. It's just that simple, y'all. I'm not telling it to you, I'm showing it to you. If you want to be blessed, you don't want to be shot, you don't want to be stabbed, you don't want to go to penitentiary, you don't want no diseases, you don't want your house to catch on fire, you don't want no hurricane, mudslide, earthquake, tornado, and plague to come up on your tail. You got to keep the commandments, man. And if you don't keep them, that's what's going to happen to you. Going to get your head knocked off. Now read.
Verse 27.
So don't never say, why me? Look in the mirror and say, I wasn't keeping the commandment. Every my son and my daughter got killed, got burned up in the house fire, or got this, or got that, or something bad. Always reflect in your mind, say, was they keeping the commandments? Nope. That's why. Read.
Therefore, son of man, speak unto the house of Israel, and say unto them, thus saith Yahweh Elohim, yet in this your fathers have blasphemed me, and that they have committed a trespass against me.
That's right. What verse you at?
28.
Okay.
For when I have brought them into the land for the which I lifted up my hand.
Okay, just skip around. Let's go let's go to 32. Skip on down to 32 right quick. Get to this corn right quick.
Verse 32. And that which come into your mind shall not be at all, that ye say, we will be as the heathen.
Gonna be like the Gentiles. A lot of y'all live.
As the families of the countries to serve wood and stone.
We're going to do just like the Gentile, the white folk. We're going to go to church. We're going to wear a cross. We're going to get our plaque and put it up on the wall. We're going to brag. We're going to do just like them. That's right. That's the mentality of the people right now today. Read.
As I live, saith Yahweh Elohim, surely with a mighty hand and with a stretched out arm and with fury poured out will I rule over you.
He going to rule over us.
And I will bring you out from the people.
He going to bring us out from these people.
And will gather you out of the countries wherein ye are scattered.
He going to gather us out of all these countries where he scattered us at.
With a mighty hand.
He going to do it with a mighty hand, I told y'all.
And with a stretched out arm.
And with his arm stretched out, begging you to come to him.
And with fury poured out.
And he going to do it with fury. Going to be some head busting.
And I will bring you into the wilderness of the people.
He gonna do it again. He gonna bring us into the wilderness. This is part 2, y'all. This ain't Egypt.
And there will I plead with you face to face.
And he gonna plead with us again face to face. Now watch what he gonna do when we get to the wilderness.
Like as I pleaded with your fathers in the wilderness of the land of Egypt.
Just like I did in Egypt time, I'm going to do it again in this time. This ain't the same thing, y'all. This brand new here.
So will I plead with you, saith Yahweh Elohim, and I will cause you to pass under the rod.
He going to cause us to pass under the rod. Now watch this.
And I will bring you into the bond of the covenant.
He going to bring us into the bond of the covenant.
And I will purge out from among you the rebels.
Now, what do that mean? He gonna purge out the rebels. Any Christian, any Muslim, anybody that ain't on Yahweh team, he gonna purge out the rebels. Everybody that want to do the opposite of what Yahweh say do. That's who the ops is. Whoever want to do the opposite. I'm gonna purge out the rebels. Get rid of them.
And them that transgress against me.
And everybody that transgress against Yahweh. So you better not say Yahshua out your mouth. You better not have no cross on. You better not be representing Christianity, Islam. You're going to get your head knocked off in that willing. You better not be talking against Yahweh law. You better be circumcised.
I will bring them forth out of the country where they sojourn, and they shall not enter into the land of Israel.
And they shall not enter into the land of Israel. Anybody that's not on Yahweh team ain't going home. You know where you're going? Straight to hell with gasoline draws on. Read.
And ye shall know that I am Yahweh.
And we gonna know that Yahweh was the one that purged out the rebels.
As for you, O
that's
house,
all I needed. You gonna know that he did it. Okay, let's go to 4:17. Daniel. Yeah, Daniel 4:17.
Daniel chapter 4, verse 17. This matter is by the decree of the watchers and the demand by the word of the holy ones.
The holy ones.
To the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men.
Hold it right there. It says, for the living may know. Now, if you dead, you ain't gonna know this. So if you living, you supposed to know that Yahweh ruling in the kingdom of men, running the show. He put in what's the president is today? What's his name?
Biden.
He put in Biden. Who was the before Biden?
Trump.
He put in Trump, Biden. In this election, he gonna put one of them else in there. I don't know who he gonna put in there, but Yahweh ruling in the kingdom of men. So if you voting, that make you retarded fool. Because Yahweh running it from heaven, you don't even know it. Now read that again.
This matter is by the decree of the watchers and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men.
See, I know that Yahweh running the whole world. You ain't got to vote. He gonna put whoever he want in there. He put a gorilla, a chimpanzee, or a dinosaur in there to be president. Yahweh rule it. Keep reading.
And give it to whomsoever he will, and set it up over it the basis of men.
Yahweh said, I give it to whoever I want to give it to. I run the world. I run this. I run this country. I run it all. Y'all want to go vote like a retarded fool. Only a fool gonna vote. That means you've been brainwashed, bamboozled, and hoodwinked. Listen to man. Listen to a man. Man, y'all voting him out. Man, y'all voting him out. You a Democrat, man. I'm a Republican, man. All that old propaganda junk. Okay, let's go to Jose. Ain't none of that junk gonna work. Okay, none of that politicians. What about Yah? Yahweh was here before politics was. Go to Hosea chapter 6, first verse.
Hosea chapter 6, verse 1. Come and let us return unto Yahweh.
Let us return to Yah. This man on here named Christian, you supposed to return to Yah, fool, and leave that junk alone, you believe.
For he hath torn, and he will heal us. He hath smitten, and he will bind us up.
He do it all.
After 2 days will he revive us, and the third day he will raise us up, and we shall live in his sight.
That's where they got that from in the 3 days and 3 nights in the New Testament. That's right. That's where they got that JC. He died on a Friday and rose Sunday and all that old junk. 3 days. That's where they got it from right there. Okay, that's all I want. Let me go to 13. Hosea 13. And start the second verse.
Hosea chapter 13, verse 2. And now they sin more and more.
They're sinning more and more.
And have made them molten images of their silver.
Made crosses and graven images. They more and more sinning.
And idols according to their own understanding.
According to their own understanding. Their own understanding is right, is wrong. Your understanding ain't work too dead flat. When you wear a cross, when you go to church, when you talk about being baptized, when you talk about I got a religion, I'm a Baptist, I'm a Pentecostal, I'm a this and that, all that's junk. Your own understanding.
All of it the work of the craftsman.
Work of the craftsman. The man made it.
They say of them, let the men that sacrifice kiss the calves. Therefore they shall be as the morning cloud, and as the early dew that passeth away, as the chaff that is driven with the whirlwind out of the floor, and as the smoke out of the chimney.
Now this is the one I'm talking about.
Yeah, I am Yahweh that Elohim from the land of Egypt, and thou shalt know no God but me, for there is no Savior beside me.
And you know the reason why he saved from the land of Egypt? Because that's where it started. He started on Egypt. So he from the land of Egypt because that's where he made it happen in Egypt. Okay, that's all I think I needed. Let's see. That was let's see. Keep reading, I think. Yeah.
I did know thee in the wilderness, in the land of great drought. According to their pasture, so were they filled. They were filled, and their heart was exalted.
Almighty took care of us. We didn't have no money, but he made it happen. We drunk water in a manner.
Therefore have they forgotten me.
Forgotten Yahweh. Every time he do something good for you, they forget him.
Therefore I will be unto them as a lion.
Yahweh, so I'm going to be a lion. I'm going to be just like a lion. Y'all know what a lion do. He kill and devour and eat.
As a leopard by the way will I observe them.
That's right. You know what a leopard do.
I will meet them as a bear that is bereaved of her whelps.
I'm gonna meet y'all just like a bear. When you take a bear cub from him, he in killing mode. Almighty, so I'm gonna be like a bear and a lion and a leopard on his people. That's right, and that's what he like.
And will rend the call of their heart.
That's right.
And there will I devour them like a lion.
I'm going to devour you. That's mean the Almighty let all this wicked, evil stuff happen to you. Because you stiff-necked, hard-headed, rebellious. When the evil stuff happened to Israel, when y'all cut that news on, and they say, y'all hear about this? Y'all, was they keeping the law? Was they keeping the Sabbath? Was they worshiping Yah? Yahweh don't let that happen to his people. Name somebody in the Old Testament that Yahweh let something bad happen to. Now he'll test you and try you like he did Job, but in the end, he gonna save you. Now everybody in the New Testament got their head chopped off. John the Baptist and all of the Almighty. Ain't nobody in the Old Testament never got their head chopped off. Not his servant, not his prophet, not his priest, not his king. Never got a head chopped off. Read.
The wild beast shall tear them. O Israel, thou hast destroyed thyself.
We destroy ourselves. The reason why you destroy yourself by not obeying the Most High Yah. Our obedience is our sacrifice. I mean, the obey is better than the sacrifice, is what I'm saying. That's right. Read.
But in me is thine help. I will be thy king. Where is any other that can save thee in all thy cities? And thy judges of whom thou saidest, give me a king and princes. I gave thee a king in my anger.
Yahweh gave us a king, which we shouldn't have never did for. See, we monkey see, monkey do people. We look at other people and see them got a king. Now we want a king. Yahweh was our king. Why would you ask for a king and Yahweh's your king? That's retarded. That's the nature of our people. So he gave us a king in his anger. Read.
And took him away in my wrath.
And took him away in his wrath.
The iniquity of Ephraim is bound up. His sin is hid. The sorrows of a travailing woman shall come upon him. he is an unwise son.
Okay, that's all I needed. Let me go to Joel. Joel chapter 2. See, I want that 26 and 27.
Joel chapter 2, verse 26. And ye shall eat in plenty and be satisfied,
We're gonna eat and eat plenty and satisfied.
and praise the name of Yahweh your Elohim,
And we're gonna praise Yahweh's name only and nobody else's name.
that have dealt wondrously with you.
And he have that wonders with us.
And my people shall never be ashamed.
We ain't gonna never be ashamed of Yahweh.
And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel.
He say he in the midst of Israel. He ain't in the midst of the Christians. He ain't in the midst of the Muslim. He ain't in the midst of the Gentile. He ain't in the midst of the Chinese, the Puerto Rican, the Mexican, the Ethiopian. He ain't in the midst of none of them. See who in the midst of. Read that again.
And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel.
You gonna know that I'm in the midst of Israel and not nobody else.
And that I am Yahweh your Elohim.
And that Yahweh is our God's name.
And none else.
And ain't nobody else. So you can throw them other books away.
And my people shall never be ashamed.
My people should never be ashamed. That's right. He ain't gonna never be ashamed. Okay, let's go to Joel 3. I think 3. 3 and 11. Yes.
Joel chapter 3, verse 11. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen.
Talk to the Gentiles, all you heathens.
And gather yourselves together round about.
And gather all the heathens round about.
Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Yahweh.
That's right.
Let the heathen be wakened and
read.
And come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat.
Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat.
For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about.
Yahweh said, I'm going to judge all the heathens round about.
Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come, get you down, for the press is full, the fats overflow, for their wickedness is great.
Your wickedness is great, Gentile heathen.
Multitudes in the valley of decision, for the day of Yahweh is near in the valley of decision.
That's right, it's near.
The sun and the moon shall be darkened, and the stars shall withdraw their shining.
This ain't happened yet. This is a future event.
Yahweh also shall roar out of Zion.
He's going to roar out of Zion.
And utter his voice from Jerusalem, and the heavens and the earth shall shake, but Yahweh will be the hope of his people and the strength of the children of Israel.
That's right, because that's who we love.
So shall ye know that I am Yahweh your Elohim, dwelling in Zion.
Dwelling in Zion.
My holy mountain.
It's in Zion. The holy mountain ain't in the United States, it's in Zion.
Then shall Jerusalem be holy.
That's right. Then Jerusalem going to be holy. Right now, you got 3 different religions over there in Israel, in our land. It's mean all that fighting and killing going on because the real people ain't there. We ain't over there. Read.
And there shall no strangers pass through her anymore.
Ain't going to be no strangers over there no more. We're going to get rid of all the Esau people and all of the Islam people. All of them got to go.
And it shall come to pass in that day that the mountain shall drop down new wine.
That's right.
And the hills shall flow with milk, and all the rivers of Judah shall flow with waters, and a fountain shall come forth of the house of Yahweh.
We're going to be in the Holy Land then.
And shall water the valley of Shittim. Egypt shall be a desolation.
Egypt going to be destroyed.
And Edom shall be a desolate wilderness.
And Esau going to be destroyed.
For the violence against the children of Judah, because they have shed innocent blood in their land.
Because the innocent, the Edomites over there killing us, and you're going to pay for it. You Almighty going to knock your head off.
But Judah shall dwell forever.
And we're going to dwell there forever because we're from the tribe of Judah. We're going to dwell forever in the Holy Land, Jerusalem, Zion.
And Jerusalem from generation to generation.
From generation to generation. I mean, we're going to have kids all the time.
For I will cleanse their blood that I have not cleansed. For Yahweh dwelleth in Zion.
He dwelleth in Zion and not United States. That's right. He dwelleth in Zion. So now, I'm ready for comment and question, brothers and sisters. I see we got a fool on here named Christian James. Now, what is this fool talking about? This retarded fool talking about today. This Christian James, the retarded fool, what is he talking about today? Anybody believing JC is a retarded fool? That's why I call him that. Hey, my brother and sister, anybody got me in the comments a question? Shabbat Shalom, Jason Edwards. Shabbat Shalom, Sam Walker. Okay. What you say? Okay, Jim. I am show you 10. Let me show you, then you can wire the. Okay. Okay, what's your question, Christian Jane? What's your question? You've been running your alligator mouth all the time while popping corn. Now run your mouth now. Anybody have any comment or question? Okay, why do some people get confused and say Job is an Edomite? I don't know where they got that from, Hebrew. I don't know what the reason why they said it, I guess, because his 3 friends were Edomites. That's the only reason I can come up with. Hold it. Let's find out, was it Edomite? Go to Job 30 and 30. Hold it. Now, let me show you. Now, you tell me if you're Edomite. What do Job 30 and 30 say? Now, watch this, y'all. Okay. Watch what Job 30 and 30 say. Read.
Job chapter 30, verse 30. My skin is black upon
What?
me.
Oh, the read it slow. Say it again.
My skin is black upon
me. That's all I want you to read for right now. Say it again.
My skin is black.
Job said, my skin is black. Job said, my skin is black. Read.
On me.
Up on him. His skin black up on him.
And my bones are burned with heat.
Okay, then. So when you say Job is an Edomite, you told an Edomite lie. Read it again.
My skin is black upon me, and my bones are burned with heat.
Now you show me a black Edomite. Show me a black Edomite. So when they talk that kind of talk, they lying. I'm a popcorn. Okay, let me see. Leaners out. Some people believe in JC because they are ignorant. That's right. They retarded, ignorant, and all that. Yep. You're right about that, Leaners out. They ignorant. I already know that, Christian J. Tell me something I don't know. I know what the Most High. He asked me a question. He said some people, Israelites, think Job is an Edomite, and I'm just proving a point. I never said what Yahweh think and say. Fool, I already know that Yahweh look up on the heart. He asked me a question about Job. What's your question? That's what I'm talking about, Christian James. What's your question? So I can barbecue you right quick. You give me your question, Christian James. And quit worried about what me and Lena Zata talking about. Okay, Jeremiah 32 and 20. Behold, I am Ananias, the God of all flesh. Is anything too hard for me? Ain't nothing too hard for y'all. That's right. What is the question? Talking about you did. I don't know what it is. Now where my $1,000 at? Okay. Who we talking to, Jim Socks? That's right. Throw him in the garbage can. JC fake as a snake. You're right about that, Jason Edward. He ain't worth 2 dead flies. I'd rather have 2 dead flies on my table than see him knocking at my door. Some people live in JC because they don't want their wives to lead them. Okay. Is that what it is? I don't know. And I believe that's because they've been raised that way. They was taught that way of life. You know, they've been brainwashed, bamboozled, and hoodwinked. That's my opinion about it. You know, they was raised up that way. Talking to you last week, you said how you were in the book. Does it say he is a God and the Gentiles? And I just showed you. Who are you talking to, Jim Socks? God looks at the heart, as Samuel Simpson. Okay, now what's your question? You said your brother Yehud. Okay, now ask me again. So let me see what Jim Sock talking about. Now ask me the question again. I said what now? Cause they cut me off last week, so I don't remember. I didn't get a chance to finish my lesson last week, so I don't know what you're talking about. Explain to me, Jim Sock, what you're talking about, brother. Some have seen the truth, but their wives don't accept it, so they continue worshiping. Oh, okay, I got you. Remember last week you said to show you where in scripture does it say that God is the God of the Gentiles or any. No, I don't remember saying that. You remember me saying that? Did I told somebody to show them what God is the God of the Gentiles? No, he well, okay, give me the scripture anyway. Give it to me anyway. Since you say I said it, you say I said it. Where is it at? Where he say he's the God of the Gentiles? I don't remember saying that, but show me what you're talking about. Give me a scripture where Yahweh say he's God of the Gentiles. Okay, Jeremiah 32. Go to Jeremiah 32 and 27. 32, let's see.
Jeremiah chapter 32, verse 27. Behold, I am Yahweh, the Elohim of all flesh. Is there anything too hard for me?
He letting you know ain't nothing too hard for him. He is the God of the whole world. But he chose Israel. He didn't choose nobody else. We are the chosen people. He is the God of all flesh. But he chose us particular people, and that's the Hebrew Israelite. He didn't choose them. He didn't choose them. And I don't remember saying that. Okay. Oh, Christian James, JC did every post. Okay. Oh, Christian James, go to 1 Samuel 16:6. I already know what he's talking about. He the God of, yeah, but he got a particular people that he chose. He didn't choose nobody but us. Yeah, go to what Christian James say, 1 Samuel 16. 1 Samuel 16:6. That's what Christian James said.
1 Samuel chapter 16, verse 6. And it came to pass when they were come that he looked on Eliab and said, surely Yahweh's anointed is before him.
Okay, all right, brother. Now go to Ezekiel. Let me show you that all souls belong to Yah, not just flesh. All the souls belong to Yah. Ezekiel 4. Since you showing all flesh, let me show you all souls. So you ain't showing me nothing that I don't already know. Okay. Is it Ezekiel? Is it Ezekiel 3? Let me see what that's at. Let's see what all souls belong to Yah. Let's see. You know what it was also belong to Yah. Let me see. Got that fast. What is that? Let's see. No, what's that? You remember when that's at?
You'd ask them, see if they know.
I'm trying to find what Yahweh said all souls is here, but I know. I thought it was it. I thought it was in Ezekiel though. Let's see.
Somebody put it on the comments yet?
Ezekiel 18. Okay, let me get 18. Let me see if that's it. Let me see 18. No, it ain't. Yeah, 18. Okay, yeah. You right. Who was that? Yeah, Chaco. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, 18. I knew it was in Ezekiel 18 and 4. Read that.
Ezekiel chapter 18, verse 4. Behold, all souls are mine, as the soul of the Father, so also the soul of the Son is mine. The soul that sinneth, it shall die.
That's right. All souls, all flesh and all soul belong to Yah. So you ain't told me nothing. Thanks for that, Chaco. I knew it was in there, man. I get kind of mind boggled when I can't find. Yeah, Jeff Bridges. Okay, right. And yeah, I appreciate that, y'all, brother. Yep. So I told you, fool, that ain't my name. Hey, man, don't call me that. I told you what my name is. I'm gonna call you something that you ain't gonna like either. Don't keep playing with me. I told you what my name. My name is Yahweh the Israel. So don't call me that. I appreciate you. You want to disrespect me, I'm gonna disrespect you back. Now I'm gonna think of a woman name for you. Okay, anybody else got any comment or question? Yeah. Right. That's right. My name is Yahuda. Yeah, this man want to call me out my name. And I changed my name 8 or 9 years ago. So I appreciate him. You know, if you call me, you know, I'm gonna name him something in a minute. You know, anybody have any comment or question about the subject? Oh, that's what his name. I didn't know that. Yeah. I didn't know that. Yeah. But he's also the God of all flesh, include God. Yeah, he's the God of the earth. He's the God of all everything. Yeah. Everything belongs to Yah. So that means he's the God of the animals too. Let me show you that. He the God of animals, not just flesh. Now, let's go to Psalm 50. Let me show you who else he the God of, not just the people. Go to Psalm 50 and 10 and 11. Psalm 50, 10.
Psalms chapter 50, verse 10. For every beast of the forest is mine.
All the beasts belong to him.
And the cattle upon 1,000 hills.
Not just the flesh, not just souls, not just people, the animals too. Read.
I know all the fowls of the mountains.
Do you know all the fowls of the mountain? No, you don't. He do, because they're his.
And the wild beasts of the field are mine.
And all the tigers, the lions, the snakes, the raccoon, the possum, the ants, everything belong to Yah. Them his too. Now, so I owe you no $1,000 because you ain't told me nothing I said that I know. I said that he chose Israel out of all the people. This who his people is. Since you don't understand what I be talking about, let me show you something. Now, this gonna kill it right here. Now go to Exodus 9 in the first verse. Exodus 9 and 1. Now say it about 20 times so we can understand what I be talking about.
Exodus.
Now everything belong to y'all, but watch what y'all say.
Exodus chapter 9, verse 1. Then Yahweh said unto Moses.
This is what Yahweh told Moses.
Go in to Pharaoh.
Go to Pharaoh.
And tell him.
And you tell Pharaoh this.
Thus saith Yahweh Elohim of the Hebrews.
I'm the God of the Hebrews, not the Gentiles. I'm the God of the Hebrews, not the Puerto Ricans. I'm the God of the Hebrews, not the white folk. I'm the God of the Hebrews, not the Christians. I'm the God of the Hebrews, not the Chinese. I'm the God of the Hebrews, not the Asians. Read.
Let my people go.
Let my people go. He's specifying one people, the Hebrews. Now you show me where he said, I'm the God of something else.
That they may serve me.
That they may serve him.
For if thou refuse to let them go and will hold them still, behold, the hand of Yahweh is upon thy cattle which is in the field.
Now go to Deuteronomy 7. I owe you some money. Go to 7 and 7.
Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 7. Yahweh did not set his love upon you, nor choose you.
No, I mean 7 and 6. Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6.
Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6. For thou art a holy people unto Yahweh thy Elohim.
Now who we talking about? A Puerto Rican? A Japanese? A Mexican? Read.
Yahweh thy Elohim hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Above who?
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Above who?
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Hold it, I rest my case. He everybody's God, but he got a particular people that he chose out of everybody on this earth. Okay. Hey, teacher, can you show me chapter and verse where Yah made a covenant with the Gentiles? It ain't in there. I don't know if you're a brother or sister, but I just call you Hebrew. No, he ain't made no covenant with nobody. Go to Jeremiah 31 and 31. He ain't made no covenant with nobody but us. And King David, he made a covenant with David. It's 7 covenants. It's 8 covenants that he made. Now, show him who he made a covenant with.
Jeremiah chapter 31, verse 31. Behold, the days come, saith Yahweh, that I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah.
That's who we made it with. The house of Israel and the house of Judah, the 12 tribes. Okay, last week you said, show me where he got other Gentiles and get it. I don't remember saying that. Do you remember me saying that?
No.
No, you burn false witness, brother. I ain't saying nothing there. I say I give you $1,000. You show me what JC is God's son. What Yahweh talk to anybody in the New Testament. Well, them kind of questions I ask. I ain't never had no Gentile question. No. Anyway, go to let me show you about the Gentile. Go to Psalm 56. That's right. Gentiles ain't got nothing, but this is the only thing a Gentile got coming in this Bible. Isaiah 56. Now let me show you that the Almighty got a little love for him. He got a little love for him. But that's for the Gentiles only right here. Isaiah 56, I want to start at the 6th verse.
Isaiah chapter 56, verse 6. Also the sons of the stranger that join themselves to Yahweh.
All the Gentiles, all the ops that join themselves to Yahweh. Now watch this. This is what they got. This when you join. You got to leave your religion alone. You got to stop going to church and all this junk and join yourself to Yahweh. Now watch this.
To serve him.
You got to serve Yahweh and get rid of Christianity.
And to love the name of Yahweh.
You got to love the name of Yahweh and stop saying JC name. Quit praising his name.
To be his servants.
You got to be Yahweh's servant.
Everyone that keepeth the Sabbath from polluting it.
And you got to start keeping Yahweh's Sabbath and leave Sunday alone.
And taketh hold of my covenant.
And take a hold of his covenant. You can take hold of the covenant, but it ain't for you. But you can be part of the covenant.
Even then will I bring to my holy mountain.
He gonna bring them to Jerusalem with us.
And make them joyful in my house of prayer.
That's right, in the house of prayer.
Their burnt offerings and their sacrifices shall be accepted upon my altar.
Then when this happened, your sacrifice and offering is going to be accepted then, not right now.
For my house shall be called a house of prayer for all people.
For all people. Anybody can make it to the land, but you got something to do. You believing in Christianity and Islam, you ain't going to never get there. You got to jump your religion and get with Yah. Now that's what they say. Can you, okay. Casanova say, can you read Numbers 16 and 22? Go to Numbers 16 and 22. No, Jim, I don't never remember saying that, so you ain't gonna get a damn. Because I don't remember saying it. Okay, you showed me Jeremiah 32 and 37. I didn't say it wasn't there.
Numbers chapter 16, verse 22. And they fell upon their faces and said, O Elohim, the Elohim of the spirits of all flesh, shall one man sin, and wilt thou be wroth with all the congregation?
That's right. That's corn, Casanova, from all flesh. That's right. All souls, all flesh. That's right. Okay. We read that, Jeremiah 32 and 27. Okay. Let's see. 16 and 20. Okay, we just read that, Casanova. Okay, Ben Yah say go to Amos 3 and 1 and 2. Amos 3, 1 and 2. That's right.
Amos chapter 3, verse 1. Hear this word that Yahweh hath spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities.
That's right. You popping corn, Ben Yah. That's right. He don't know nobody but us. That's right. He only show favor to us. There you go. That was cold-blooded, Ben Yah. Okay. Choco say go to Jeremiah 4 and 7. Choco.
Jeremiah chapter 4, verse 7.
And let me say this before I say that one, Jim, all my questions be against the New Testament. When I ask $1,000 question, it's got something to do with the New Testament and not the Old Testament. That's how I know you lying on me, brother. I ain't never said nothing about I say show me something about the New Testament for $1,000. Never the Old.
The lion is come up from his thicket, and the destroyer of the Gentiles is on his way.
Is on his way.
He is gone forth from his place to make thy land desolate, and thy cities shall be laid waste without an inhabitant.
Okay, good. That was Choco. Okay. I will quickly try to find times where you said your last video. Yeah, my last video, they cut me off. No, I did one before that. That was Thursday. Yeah, I did a video Thursday, but the one last Sabbath when they cut me off by everybody gonna know Yahweh name, they cut me off. Okay, now Ron Torr say go to Ecclesiastes 12 and 13 and 14. Now that's what it's all about right there, what Ron Torr finna say. That's what it's all about. The whole duty of man. Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and 13 and 14. You pop it corn, Ron Torr.
Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter, fear Elohim, and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. For Elohim shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil.
Now, do you do that, Jim Sock? Do you do what Ron Torr the book just said? Let me ask you that. I know you're trying to get paid, but you got to get paid off them New Testament questions that I asked. Go back to the video about some months ago where I said I'll give you $1,000. I forgot the name of the video, but it's got something. Well, I say, do you keep Ecclesiastes chapter 12? James, you try. No, you can't try. You got to do it, Charlie. Ain't no try. Okay, ask me, do I do it? I don't try, I do. So if you try to keep it, you trying to get $1,000 out of me. You trying. Okay. Uzziah Israel say go to Amos 3. We just read that. 3 and 1 and 2, didn't we?
Yeah.
Oh, we just read that. Yeah. I tried to. Well, which one that you say you tried to, so that means you don't keep it. That means you're a part-time Israelite. Jim Sock, you're a part-time Israelite. You ain't all the way there yet. Prime. Okay, okay. Yeah, we already read it. Casanova say go to Deuteronomy 4 and 5 and 6. The Almighty ain't looking for no part-time Israelites. He looking for 100. He looking for somebody that's going to keep his laws and commandments, statutes all the way to the graveyard. Not just when it's convenient for you. Only when it's convenient for you. He ain't looking for no kind of Israelites.
Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 5. Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as Yahweh my Elohim commanded me.
That's right.
That ye should do so in the land whether ye go to possess it.
It didn't say try to, it say do.
Keep therefore and do them.
Do. Don't try. You gotta do. You popping corn, Casanova.
For this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations.
The other nations gonna be looking at you.
Which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people.
That's right, 5 and 6. You popping corn, Casanova. Hey man, I told you I give New Testament $1,000 question. I ain't gave no Old Testament. No. Why would I do that? And I believe in the Old Testament. Okay, keep looking then. You ought to be looking for the commandments, laws, and statute, precept, and judgment. Quit trying to swindle me out of some money. You on the late show. I've been talking about $1,000 a long time ago. Okay, to be an Israelite, you have to be from the lineage of Shem. There is no grafting in the house of Hebrew. That's right. That's right. It started with Shem. That's right. You absolutely right. You have to be from Shem. You're right. Okay, Ron Torres say go to Malachi 2:9. Malachi 2:9.
Malachi chapter 2, verse 9. Therefore have I also made you contemptible and base before all the people, according as ye have not kept my ways, but have been partial in the law.
That's right. That's who dude is. Jim Socks, you partial in the law. One minute you keep it, next minute you don't. You wishy-washy with it. You ain't for sure. You listening to other people. Instead of listening to Yahweh and his prophets, you listen to everybody, some other people. That's what make a person partially keep the law. You gonna listen to the book, or you gonna listen to your grandmama, or T.D. Jakes, or Creflo Dollar, or Joe Osteen, or Pope Rome. You gonna listen to somebody else that's telling you a lie. Yeah. And you probably want to buy you some dope and crack. I don't know what you're gonna do with the money, Jim Saw. You might be a heroin addict, or a trick off man, or alcoholic, a dope fiend. I don't know what you want to do with the money, but you sweat me like you trying to get a hit, like you trying to smoke that pipe. You say I thirsted this man, sweat me about that $1,000. You on the pipe, or you shooting dope, or you an alcoholic, or you finna buy you some ussy. Which one you want to do? You mean, hey, because you sweat me too hard. You got a real bad habit. I got all kind of people in my family. I know how they get out. You sweat me about that $1,000, boy, like you ready to go do something with it and not pay no bills. And man, trying to get him a hit off me. Trying to go hit that pipe. Then I get geeked. Yeah. Oh boy. I got a dope fiend over here trying to swim me out my money, y'all. Ooh, boy. You gotta. Oh yeah, that's their Holy Ghost. That's right. Yeah. Oh boy. Hey, he sweating me too hard, man. Yeah. That man on some heavy dope, boy. Trying to get a hit off me. Ooh, boy. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hey, it ain't what you do, it's how you do it. I don't knock nobody for what they do. But don't try to make me sponsor. You know, if you getting high, you ain't gonna use my money to get high with. You know, whatever you do, that's your prerogative. To each his own. I don't be judging nobody. Now, if you want to get high, just don't ask me for my money to get high. I don't care what you do with your money, but I ain't gonna participate. Now, that's what I'm not gonna do. Nope. Yeah. Just, wait. It's a white man. Jim saw. Is that another disrespectful white man coming on the pro? Oh, he a Gentile? Okay. Yeah. I didn't know what it. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, he sweated me hard for that $1,000, boy. I ain't gonna be able to give it to him. Now I know what I said. I asked $1,000 question for the New Testament. Yeah. Now you're gonna bear false witness against me to get a fix. That's right, Ron. So it ain't what you do, it's how you do it. You could be anything in this world, just don't be what I want to say, just don't be, man, I can't think of it, but just don't go against Yahweh. Just, whatever you do, just don't, put Yahweh on the back burner. Have enough respect that, like I say, if you smoke weed, don't smoke it on the Sabbath day. He give you 6 days to smoke it. Now go to Numbers. Let me show you that you can't light a cigarette, a joint, or a pipe, or anything on the Sabbath day. Is it Numbers or Leviticus? I think it's Numbers. Where they don't light a fire, kindle the fire on the Sabbath day. What is that number? That Numbers where they don't kindle a fire. I think it's Numbers. The Numbers of Leviticus. Let's see. You know where is that? I think it's Leviticus. Let me see if it's 23, I think. Try 23. Leviticus 23 just came to me. Numbers 23. Is it number? Yeah. Let's see. Is it number? Let's see. Oh, it's Exodus 30. Hold on. I'm off there. It's Exodus. Let's see what that say. Exodus 35 and 3. Yep. Yeah, that's what it is. Yep. Exodus 35 and 3. Yeah. That's what it is. Yep. You're right, brother. Rostar here. You're right. Read that. Now, you can smoke weed, cigarette, whatever you want to do, but you can't smoke it on the Sabbath day. Read.
Exodus chapter 35, verse 3. Ye shall kindle no fire throughout your habitations upon the Sabbath day.
Kindle a fire means strike a lighter. You can't strike no lighter. Can't do none of that on the Sabbath day. That's right. I appreciate that, Rostar here. I thought it was in Leviticus. Yeah, appreciate that, brother. That's what I wanted. Brother Jim, don't get hung up on the money. Money will not profit you. So, yeah, he can get the money, but I got a new question, $1,000 question for the New Testament. Yeah, that's right. Well, yeah, brother and sister, I'm gonna get ready to close out. And anybody got a closing out scripture for me before I close out? I'm gonna go and close out. Give me a closing out scripture. Anybody got one more scripture? I'm gonna get ready to close out, brothers. So give me one more closing out scripture. Flores said go to 2 Chronicles 15 and 30. Oh boy, I think that's what that's Cohen there, boy. I think that's what I think. Yeah. Oh, sister, boy, you hit the nail on the head. 2 Chronicles 15 and 13.
2 Chronicles chapter 15, verse 13. That whosoever would not
Oh boy, that's my favorite, sister. That's one of my favorite. Yeah, go and read that.
That whosoever would not seek Yahweh Elohim of Israel should be put to death, whether small or great. whether man or woman.
That's right. Don't care who you is, you're gonna get your head knocked off if you don't serve Yah. Yeah. I appreciate that, sister. Yeah, that was good right there. Yeah. Well, my sister and brother, I'm gonna go and close out. Roster here got one. Remember Deuteronomy 13. And we're gonna read here Deuteronomy 13, 1 through 4. Then I'm gonna go and close out. Yeah.
Deuteronomy chapter 13, verse 1. If there arise among you a prophet or a dreamer of dreams, and giveth thee a sign or a wonder, and the sign or the wonder come to pass, whereof he spake unto thee, saying, let us go after other gods, which thou hast not known, and let us serve them, thou shalt not hearken unto the words of that prophet or that dreamer of dreams. For Yahweh your Elohim proveth you to know whether ye love Yahweh your Elohim with all your heart, with all your soul.
That's 1 through 4 now. Don't go past 4.
Ye shall walk after Yahweh your Elohim, and fear him, and keep his commandments, and obey his voice, and ye shall serve him, and cleave unto him.
All right. Well, that's it, brother and sister. Well, it's Jim Sock trying to still get high off me. You won't get high today off me, brother. But I'm going to give all honor, glory, praise, and worship by saying hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Praise the mighty Yah. Yeah. You got to go snatch you a purse. You want to get high today. All right. Shalom, shalom.